finish my task.
Alright. Yo, 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 yo. Hello. Hello, 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 one, hello, all. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Code. Bam. Welcome, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you for coming in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for reading the first chatter of the day. I appreciate you for joining me. Once again, today we are back streaming June 20th, 2025. Teaching ourselves computer science and programming, doing some practice projects and whatnot. So today I think we are going to try to just, I think I put too much thought into things like with the wackathon and with trying like to prep things. So I think I'm just going to just, you know, just work, just do, just perform, just do whatever, and then just whatever and stream it. I think I put too much pressure on myself to try to have like a good, perfect stream where everything goes normal, like to what's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, this is just learning and having fun. So, and so if we want to do it, get the wackathon going, let's go ahead and do that. So if you guys aren't familiar, I have a Discord linked down below in the description of this channel and in my profile on Twitch, where you can get access to a wide variety of resources that I've used, all of my resources that I've used so far within learning how and teaching myself how to program. So from every book I've read, like on Python, Python Crash Course, DSA in Python, Fluent Python, to API information that I've learned about, to stuff about C, to we have a Swift community. Someone requested that, but I haven't put any resources in there because I haven't learned anything in there about Swift. But obviously Harvard CS50 we have a resource about. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. And so I announce my streams and whatnot, so it's a great place to be. We chat about some NBA final stuff, as you can see, and about job stuff and things like that. And so I also have my open source projects here, which are cool. But today, we are going to be working on the Whackathon here, which is going to be cool. So if you guys aren't in my Discord, make sure you join the Discord so we can participate in this event. So I'm going to go ahead and create, let's just go ahead and just do this together. Why not? I don't really care. Let's go ahead and create a new text channel where this is going to be called maybe I'll make a form. Right, and I'm going to call this form, this is going to be our 2025 summer, we'll say summer 2025, right? Let's do. Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Malink Ziuk. Sorry, it's really hard, really small. Can't really see it that well on my little preview here. Let me only see you if you're in the chat. No one in the chat here, so I guess you're hidden. Sorry. So thank you for the follow, though. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, this is going to be our summer 2025 Whackathon. Why does it keep doing that? Stop doing that. Let's go ahead and just do some sunshine here. We'll go like that. That'll be good. Let's create this. Okay, so this is going to be summer 2025. Maybe I'll actually... We'll do this. Summer 2025 stock portfolio. Okay. Save changes. Okay. So this is going to be our place of kind of communication for the summer 2025 stock portfolio Whackathon we're hosting here on Michael Deming and Programmers by Michael Deming Discord, which will be fun. So we just have to... Categories are posted in subcategories. Okay, so let's go ahead. Post guidelines. Hello. We'll say. Okay, so let's say. Please see below for post guidelines. We'll say keep posts relevant about. I mean, we don't need guidelines. It's kind of stupid. Let's just go ahead and create some tags here. So this is going to be bug fix We'll say feature. We'll say help. We'll say I will say Michael's post. Or no, I'll say bug fix feature help. I'm trying to think of a way. How should we like? I'm trying to think. What's a good way to like host the project, right? Like for everybody. I mean, we have the resource here. Let's see if we can just ping some ideas off. So let's say like I am trying to create a like community driven project called the Wackathon. I am trying to figure out the details of how to lead as project manager, creating Discord chat for the project, etc. What are some ideas you have for setting this up? Let's see. That's an awesome initiative and a great way to build leadership experience, community, and momentum for everyone involved. Here's a roadmap to help you organize and lead the Wackathon successfully. Together, completing a fun careers and strength. Okay, so I'm gonna say sign up. Register. So we'll say sign up, right? I was thinking like a Discord forum with posts for categories about the project. Right. So we want to have so I'm gonna say I don't know how I want to do this. Do you guys even want to do this idea, or should I just build a project? Let me. About 2 hours, Watcher. Probably a little bit more sometimes. let's just keep, I guess this here, Wackathon community. All right, I think I'm just gonna start building, and then I'm gonna open up the project, and then let other people contribute. What do you guys think? Okay. Join the Discord if you aren't here. If you aren't in the Discord, guys, get all my resources. Participate in this wackathon that we're setting up. I think we're gonna start it here today. I gotta just figure out. I don't really know what to do for like getting everybody together on board. It's really. Okay, so let's just start building, I think. I want to build. Okay, let's go CD repos. Alright. Let's go make dir stock portfolio. Okay, I'm gonna go CD stock portfolio. All right, and then I'm gonna go code here. Oop, no. So I was thinking the Wackathon is this project that we're going to start here. People are really interested. I have this project called the Wackathon, like play on the hackathon, right? Where we can build maybe a project together. Like I've been building a lot of projects independently on stream while you guys kind of watch. And a lot of people have been kind of asking about how to get started and how to build projects. And so, you know, I'm not the most, you know, the best. I'm still learning myself. So instead of like trying to teach something that I'm still trying to learn myself, why don't we just do it together? And so I figured we could just build a project together with this Wackathon. So I was thinking we'd start with this like a stock portfolio tracker or something like that. But I just, yeah. So who's interested in maybe participating in this? Anybody? I gotta get some different tunes here. It's like a little fly keeps flying around. All right, sweet, dude. Then let's let me go here. Let's go like this. Let me go to.
Watcher24 says, kinda clueless on where to start as well.
I'm going to go. Okay, I'll set up a registration tonight via Google Form where we can have people sign up, and then I'm really going to put some time in tonight, probably off stream, to get a setup going here for the project. Right.
Big Task says the projects will be in the Python language, right?
Yeah, so honestly, that's probably what it would be in for right now. That seems to be my bread and butter, for if I have any bread and butter, stale bread and butter maybe. But yeah, so probably Python, and then if we want, we could figure out like a some sort of interface. If we want to have the project have an interface, we could either use it with like React or even just use keep it in Python with Tkinter or something like that. But let's go ahead. I don't know. Should I want to start a new project. I'm really at a crossroads here and I'm having a hard time deciding what to do. I'm I want to start a new project.
Evening, Mike. How do I sign up for the Dominga thing?
All right, people are interested, so I think we should just do it.
Wonder24 says, as it's a group project, we should probably have some predefined milestones in place and a time limit for each section.
Yeah. Okay, so it's exactly it. There's a lot of stuff that we need to get figured out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new Gmail account called hold on. Hold on. Let's go create account. So annoying. I just want to. I guess I have to.
Tim says, Mike, turn up the music. I want to vibe out.
All right. All right. Good call. Good call. Thank you. Let me know. Sorry, I'm just trying to create this little dang it. Um, uh, okay, let's just do this.
Abdul says, oh, I would like to hear your thought process on how you'll start this project.
Okay, so I think I want to I want to build it with you guys though. Like I think that would be fun, right? So if anyone's interested in building it with me, so um, let's set up the project here. Like it's gonna be a little bit of a work to get it started here. I obviously could just start coding pretty easily in Python. I already kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I've been thinking about this. So the project is going to be a stock portfolio tracker basically, right? Why am I getting an encoding overload? I think we're okay. So I already have an idea of what I wanted. So we're gonna build a stock portfolio, right? So what you'll be able to do is kind of in a very simple object-oriented way, create, positions, like load in positions or various other objects, like we can make positions or buys or sells or whatnot. And so we could just use objects basically to represent these kind of events that you can do, and then you can load in many different, accounts, right? So we could have a lot of things associated with this, right? So think about it like this: you have an object, your overall portfolio is an object, and you can get a total bunch of information out of it. And then within a portfolio, you can have various accounts, right? And then within the various accounts, you can have various positions. And with the various positions, you can have various buys and sells. So I think that's pretty like a good hierarchical structure of it all. And it'll be a pretty simple way to go about it, I think. And then we could really just track, simple buy-sell data across many different positions, which then track across many different accounts, which then overall, cast a overarching view of your portfolio value and balance thereof. So I think it could be pretty cool and pretty easy. And then we could use things like, Matplotlib and Tkinter and whatnot to just create a quick dashboard to visualize these kind of events and to add, buys and sells, create an account, whatnot, or add things to your database. Now, I do think that, it would be nice to have just like a sign-in feature, right? It'd be like a Stripe sign-in feature to just access your Robinhood or your Fidelity account or whatever. But I'm not sure if I really want to go down that road. I think it'd be much more fun to have it be more like manual, right? Because your portfolio is supposed to be something that you're like, if you really care about trading, it's something that you kind of like check quite often and you interact with, and it's like an emotional thing that you like log and whatnot, and keep notes on. So I would really be interested in just like having it be more of a manual type of approach where you need to manually insert these data points, because then it kind of creates a little bit more work on you to understand your buys and sells and why you're doing them, right? If you're just buying and selling a ton of stock every day, then it kind of disincentivizes you to do that, because you'll have to go back and log all of that information at the end of the day, or else you get behind and then your portfolio is just no longer tracked, which is, there's pros and cons to both situations. But I don't know. What do you guys think? And should I make this the Whackathon project, or should I build this on my own?
Poor PPL can't relate, lol.
I'm right there with you, buddy. No one's living large over here. We be grinding away. All my stuff, I've invested a lot of my money into retirement accounts, so I can't touch that stuff for 20, 30 plus years. So I'm really I'm living the grind here with you, man. This YouTube channel, I'm living off these pennies.
For those who are not familiar with World of Trading, is there somewhere we can learn more on the specifics of the project?
So I really don't think it's not going to be too involved in actual trading, really.
Watcher 24 says sorry.
No, all good, dude. It's going to be more so you're not going to be buying and selling stock within the actual thing. It's more of a journal type of dashboard portfolio where you kind of do things after the fact.
LOL, keep it up.
Yes, Abdul, right there. We'll do it soon, boy. I got you, man. You're awesome. So it's more of you do this logging after the fact to kind of reflect on your overall experience. So just for a quick overview of now I'm gonna make a little Google form. So I'll say
Tiny Tim will conduct a trading and gambling workshop.
Whackathon summer
Tim says
2025. We'll say stock portfolio. We'll say should we call it stalker? That'd be kind of fun. Stalker instead of stalker, instead of stalker, right? It's stalker. Cause you're watching these stocks like crazy, you're stalking them. Or we could call it stock. Stop. Oh, that's how you spell
Casual says, LMAO yes stalker.
stalker. Summer 2025.
Tim says I agree that's fire.
Stalk. We could call it, so should it be stalk? Okay, well, I'll put a pull up
Tim
on
says
chat.
stalker.
Put a pull up on chat here. Should it be?
Kodabum says how do you want to store the data?
It'd probably just be a SQLite on the person's local drive. I think it's just gonna be, you know, a local thing. Probably SQLite would be a good thing. Okay, let's say
Kodabum says JSON, database, or another format?
yeah, SQLite. Stalker. Stalker. Stock.
Watcher24 says, what should we already know to not be dead weight in skills? I currently rushing to finish CS50.
Oh no, you're all good, dude. It's gonna be fairly, you know, basic. Just take your time with CS50. Really grind through. Don't rush. I think it's beneficial because it is an independent course. There is no. That's the advantage that it has, is there is no rush. Yes, you want to learn it fast, but really try to be a sponge. That's what I tried to do. Is really, if I didn't understand something, I didn't move on from that week until I understood what was going on and what was the topics that were covered. And like pretty much, I did not move on until I grasped pretty much everything that was talked about that week. You know, I did move quite fast because I just did it every single day because I was doing the streaming, right? It kind of has that illusion, but you know, I really was trying to my best to be a sponge with the thing.
Stalker will get caught in the FB algorithm.
Stalker. Okay, we'll say stalker. I like that. Okay. Whackathon, stalker, 2020, summer 2025. Okay, we'll say registration for stalker, or the Whackathon, hosted by programmers by Michael Deming. Registration for the Whackathon, the summer 2025 Whackathon, hosted in Programmers by Michael Deming. Project Stalker. Project about a stock portfolio visualizer / dashboard with trade journal features. Okay. So this is gonna be what things do we need to know from people if they want to register? So I kind of want to get a feel for.
Kodabum says, what is a Whackathon? Are we coding too?
Yes, everybody. It's a community project. Community project is what we're gonna do here. So let's do.
Badu says, hi dude, how is going on?
How's it going, man? Welcome in. Short answer. Okay, so this is gonna be name. I'll say, what is your name? Right. what is your Discord username? Right.
Tim says level of experience, skills they can provide, GitHub and
Level
Discord username.
of experience coding. Be honest, we are all learning. We'll say beginner, intermediate, CS major, coding beginner, coding intermediate, CS major. I'll say jobless, CS major. No, I won't say that. And then we'll say working dev. I will say junior dev. Senior dev. I don't know. Maybe we should just keep it more simple, I think, probably. Beginning.
Abdul says add another experience and call it lead. LOL, someone in here is definitely cracked.
Elite. All I do is elite, just elite alone. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, I feel like there's many different tiers though. It's like whatever, it's fine. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, so required. Okay.
Tim says beginner, intermediate, advanced. Next, Jordan of CS.
We'll say preferred end. Is that what it's called?
Adu says, dude, what is this? I don't understand. Is this course or resource to learn?
No, we're gonna build a community project together. And we're gonna do a hackathon, what's called the Whackathon. So if you're wanting to build a project with me and something that we can build alongside and, update each other live throughout the stream, do pull requests on, actually have something. I see a lot of people on like Reddit and stuff just kind of like whining and complaining about lack of opportunities they're given and whatnot. And so, we can be creative here, having a community of over almost 2,500 people on YouTube and almost over 600 on the Discord to, put some bright minds together to actually make something. Like, think about if like if 200 people got together from that CS major subreddit and just that don't have jobs and just got together in a Discord and just tried to make something over the course of a summer and just actually tried what they could actually accomplish, right? I think people are really just, I don't know, like, it's difficult because I know the market is so tough, and I mean, I'm just trying to get into it now and whatnot, but do people just kind of want handouts, or is it really like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to think about, because I see just a lot of people complaining about just lack of opportunities, and coming from no CS background, I've been able to at least make some sort of platform here about computer science just by trying to learn it on this YouTube, right?
Zephyr says,
hey Zephyr, what's going on? Back end. Full stack. Is there hyphenated? I don't know. Whatever. We'll just say front end, back end, full stack. I think it is hyphenated. Full stack might also be
Tim
hyphenated.
says it's difficult. I understand them. It's hard to grind when you're in desperation mode.
Yeah, it's probably, I'm in a different situation. I'm employed. I have, I'm paying my bills. So it's probably very difficult to just go build something.
Was missing, yeah.
It's probably difficult to go build when you're hungry, right? Okay, preferred end. We'll say commitment level. Say, what is your we'll say I want just seeing what
says, hi man, how's
is.
going? Great move, man. You're doing blessing job. Kept it up, THX. Badu
Nice,
says,
dude.
okay, let's do Togather. Give goddamn Discord link. Here we go.
All right, it's in the description, dude. Just seeing what this is. I want to code along with you. Our casual coder. Dedicated resource. I want to really make
Tim says, commitment level. I am willing to die for this project.
I'll die for this project. Commitment level. Okay, so we have name, Discord username.
Zephyr says, bro blushed. Watcher 24 says, damn Tim.
Level of experience, right? Front end, preferred end, front end, back end, full stack. What is your
Tim
commitment
says
level?
That would be very team player of me.
We'll say
Zephyr says, what's the project, by the way?
I'm asleep in the office. We're gonna do a stock portfolio visualizer. I think would be cool, right? I think that'd be cool. Okay, so what else do we need?
Watcher 24 says, some stock portfolio tracker and overviewer app.
Call slash
Zephyr says app GRT.
What's it called when you have like a bunch of people on a call together? Not like a group call or like there's like a name for it, right? Back in the day when they used to do these all the time, like easy business people do these, they have to take a business call, business meeting, or a group chat, or like a not a group chat, but it's like a call slash like panel discussion.
Kodabum says voice chat. Tim says a Zoom.
A Zoom? That's a good idea. Like a video call, panel discussion. Slash video.
Abdul says brainstorming session.
Going over features and ideas, etc. Features, going over plans, features, etc. Yes. No. I'm shy.
Tim says Discord voice chat.
Okay. Okay, any other things we should add to this? So this is the whack. For those that are new here, my name is Michael. I'm 26 years old. I've been teaching myself how to...
I'm actually extremely interested in this project.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Kidding.
My name is Michael. I'm 26 years old. I got a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry. I've been teaching myself how to code for about a year now. I started with Harvard CS50, and then after I finished that course last summer, I made this channel and started doing daily coding sessions where I read Python Crash Course live on the channel, completed the in-practice problems there, and started making, demo videos or, solution videos to those problems, which I'm currently needing to keep up on. I haven't uploaded one of those in a while. I need to go back and get back on my stuff, but thank you guys so much for being here. We've released quite a few projects on my channel so far. So if you want to see some of the projects that I've kind of made so far, my website is michaeldeming.com. This is also one of the projects we wrote on the channel live. I've written all my projects live on the channel, completely transparent. I don't use AI for my projects. I do use AI to learn and teach me how to code, but I do not have AI write code for me for these projects. I do write 98 to 99% of the code myself, obviously with a few things I learned from the internet and whatnot as I research and learn more about various features and libraries and whatnot. But I I am a proponent though of using the AI as like a TA. Your TA would never give you answers or do their problems for you, but they would teach you and help you learn because they want to see you succeed. So that's how I use it in my own studying here. So I do need to make a demo video for this and clean up the styling for this card. I just have it currently right here, but these are my current projects I've built this year so far. We've built 6 really nice projects so far in this year, which is really nice. It's about I'd say I started going full time about 7, 8 months ago. So it's about a project a month, which is really cool.
Kodabum says, is this project going to be on Git?
Yes, we're going to be, I'm going to be syncing it up with Git, and we'll be doing pull requests and, bug reviews, issue reviews and stuff on GitHub. So if you're unfamiliar with Git, I also read Pro Git, which is also linked in my Discord. The book itself, Pro Git, I read that book over the course of a week on the channel. We read up to chapter 7, which gave us kind of all the necessary information we needed. I didn't actually finish the book. We kind of got a little bit too dense for things that really weren't pertaining to more niche things about servers and stuff. But
awesome.
yeah, so if you guys are unfamiliar with Git and GitHub and how to use it, I highly recommend taking a peek and following along with my GitHub reading.
Systems dev at AWS for like 2 years, then I got laid off. The market RN is full of recent laid off PPL, so the competition is out just for now at least.
Yeah, definitely, Abdul. That's for sure. That's a really great point. I actually, funny enough, you guys.
How much was the book?
It's free. It's all free, you guys. I have it in my Discord here. Pro Git, right here. A link to it, and then just that, a link to the playlist series where I read the book. I think I need to add the other videos in here. Yeah, I do. The other chapter streams. But yeah, you can go back and we read the book, and you can follow along with me, kind of audiobook style. So like use these streams. You don't have to be watching them. Like if you're commuting and you're wanting to just listen, like I read the books out loud, so you can just listen and get my thoughts like about and just kind of have like a friend there, I guess. That was over 1,000 subscribers ago almost. Look at that, guys. Flashback 1,000 subs ago. Time flies. That was only like 2 months ago. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are awesome. Okay. Any other things we want to add for the form here?
Tim says, I think the market in 2 years will be a lot better than this current market.
Coping. Yeah, so funny enough, you guys, we started making my resume on Tuesday, right? We built my resume on Tuesday live on stream. We revised it and polished it, and I started sending out applications that night, and I actually got a bite. So I think I'm just just some real nice luck, I think.
Is there a way to see when you first subbed?
I'm not sure. I can't tell. I'm not exactly sure, but I got a bite. I did have a pen. I just got a kind of a screening with a recruiter today to introduce myself and get my background, and I was able to get access to the next round. So I have to do a take-home coding question this weekend. So should be kind of fun. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done one before, and I'm a little bit scared. But it's a learning opportunity. It is for like a more niche like software developer position, engineer position in chemistry specifically. So it does fit my background quite nicely with building chemistry related projects. So I think I could be a really great fit, but I'm a little nervous. I really want to do it.
Watcher24 says, let's go.
I know, I'm really interested in it. I'm really excited about it, but just nervous, man. Okay.
Tim says the fact you're getting interviews means your resume is good. I think you're pretty damn qualified for biotech dev roles with your prior pro experiences. I've been saying. Watcher 24
Thanks, Tim.
says, congrats and good luck.
Thanks,
to
Watcher D. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and publish this. Okay. Let's publish this.
Tim says good luck again, Mike. We are cheering you on.
Yeah, okay. Publish. Okay, so let's share this. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the Discord here. Let me go to Wackathon. Let's create a new channel here. I'm gonna make a new I think I'm gonna do a form. I'm gonna say summer 2025 stalker. Okay. So then let's go ahead and create a post here in the form. Or no, I'm gonna say create tag. Registration. Start here. I'll say discussion, feature, bug fix, pull request, help. Okay. Okay. So then let's go save changes here. Okay, let's go permissions. Okay. I guess that's fine. Okay, so let's go here. Let's create a new post. I call this Summer 2025, Wackathon Summer 2025, Summer 2025, Stalker, registration. So, hello everyone. I am proud to announce open registration for the Summer 2025 Wackathon is now open. Summer 2021 is now open. Please fill out the forum. Form. Great, okay. So then we'll say, please fill out the form. To register. Let's put the form here. Let's just say link. Summer 2025. Stalker registration. Hackathon Summer 2025. Please fill out the form to register. I am really excited to begin this project and brains and those. Okay. Going to administration. I'm also going to go here, settings, add a role. Go like I'm gonna do this registration is okay. Let me just see if I have any typos here. Quick little typo check. Typo check. Typo check. So we should put some colons here. Okay. Go ahead and register, you guys. We're good to register.
Eduardo says, can someone explain to me using simple verbs like a caveman what Stalker is?
Yeah, it's just going to be a stock portfolio visualizer, kind of dashboard, where you can, you can basically kind of just input your accounts and your positions and your averages and get a kind of a general dashboard of your entire kind of net worth of your entire portfolio across all your different platforms. Open registration for the whackathons.
Kodabum says done. D. Eduardo says, okay. Eduardo says thanks.
Whackathon. To Stalker folio dashboard where users can input data or load in data pertaining to various stock positions and visualize their entire net worth across all their accounts.
Josh says hello.
Hey, how's it going? Stalker is a portfolio where users can input data or load in data pertaining to various stock positions that they own and visualize their entire net worth across all of their accounts combined.
Watcher24 says, if I'm a beginner, should I choose front end or back end?
Well, it depends on what you kind of want to do. I found that maybe like Python kind of more lines up with backend stuff, so it maybe it's kind of more beginner friendly because it's just Python language, but front end stuff can be more beginner friendly because it's more like, there's like the design aspect of it, right? And HTML and CSS are pretty simple. CSS, there's some complexities with CSS, but HTML is just really easy to kind of use. So it's just a markdown language, right? Hypertext markup language. Hello everyone, I've opened up the registration. All right. Nice.
Josh says learn Golang and build a TUI application.
Cool. We've got the registration open here, which is really nice. Can I edit this? Let me say registration. Summer. I don't like. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Cool. We got 3 responses already. Nice, you guys. We got some people already interested in joining and playing and building along with me here. Perfect. No one wants to build front end yet. Go fill out the poll here, you guys. I won't show names, but this is what we got stats so far. All right. Okay. Feels good, feels good. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll let that cook and marinate for a little bit. Nice. Feels good. We got that out there.
Josh says, what is the project? Josh says application. Watcher24 says, just registered. I gotta go for now. I'll check on the Discord to check on anything.
All right, see you, dude. Thanks so much for coming in. Hey, Josh, how's it going, man? Well, we're going to be building a stock portfolio visualizer, kind of a net worth dashboard, basically, with Python and some maybe Tkinter or some maybe a front end if we want to have it be, or whatever, but on the web. But it will just be able to visualize the entire net worth across many different accounts that the user can load in, and then log different, as they update, and add, trades to the specific accounts. They can make journal entries or something potentially for those and provide the reasoning of why they made the trade and their convictions and their potential price targets and whatnot. So they can kind of have like a log basically to, do that, which would be pretty cool, I think. So yeah, like kind of like a trade log plus visualizer thing. And it'll be cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. Going to go here and say, let me rename this. I want to make it repos. This is going to be stock portfolio. I'm going to rename this to Whack-a-thon Stalker. Okay, here we go. Here we go, boys. All right, let's get the project set up here. So, I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna set up virtual environment, right? Okay, it's okay.
Josh says, why not make it a website where people can log in? Just curious. Kodabum says you can use poetry or something like that.
We could do that too. We could even make it I don't know.
Says if that's what you mean. Abdul says Python mvent path to new virtual environment.
Oh no, I'm not trying to make one yet. I was just trying to see if we should make one now or not. I don't think so, because we're not going to set up the back end now here. We're just kind of getting the up to GitHubs here. So let's just go like this. Okay, get in it. Let's go touch read me, reach me, reach me, read. I keep saying reach. Read me.md. We're gonna say touch contributing.md. We're gonna say touch license. This gives you a blank file. So let's go git add. Or let's go.
Josh says just so you can do touch 1, 2, 3. Josh says and it will create all 3 at once.
Thanks, Josh. Okay, this is whackathon stalker. Whackathon. I like whackathon. Okay, a public Okay, so we have our things out here, so we can git add, git commit, first commit.
Josh says git add.
And then we're going to push that forward. Now what we're going to do
Josh
is
says then the other 3. Josh says sweet.
There we go. Now we say git status. We're on branch. So now we go here and refresh. We're all synced up. Nice! Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go git checkout -b. I'm gonna call this
Kodabum says, I know this isn't helpful after the fact, so sorry, but you spelled license wrong.
Rip. Thank you, dude. That's one of those words I can never spell. I always put that S in there. Let's go, let's just fix that.
Josh says just curious why not use shortcuts? Josh says create shortcuts.
I don't know, I just write it out. What's not broke, don't fix. And we're still learning, so I like to learn the full aspects of it before I like short circuit it. So we're gonna commit here. We're gonna say fix license. First bug in the program. All right. So now let's go like this. Let's go
Josh
git
says yeah, respect that.
checkout dash B. We're gonna check out and make a new branch called Stalker, or called Stalker Dev. This is branch is called main, right? So let's call this dev. And so this will be our working branch that we work off of, that we merge into main. At least that's how I've done it so far. I don't know. Trying to have some sort of organization here. Who knows? Okay. So if you guys are here, I'm going to put the GitHub link in the chat right now. Go ahead and give it a star if you guys are wanting to participate and contribute. Give it a star.
Michael says, link.
Give it a star. Go ahead and fork off the project right here if you want to have it on your local your drive. Fork it off and then merge it into your own local repo, and you should have all the copies. And then just make sure that when you want to work and you want to get all the changes, you just pull from main, or in this case, you just git pull, probably from the dev branch, I'm assuming, because that's where we're going to be doing all our work from. But this is going to be a work in progress. Things are probably going to break. It's okay. We'll fix them. We're learning together here, having fun. That's what it's about. Yeah, I think it just fit everywhere. Okay, go ahead and let's see if we have any stars here. Any stars, any forks? 1 star, 1 fork! Hey! Ooh. Community is popping off. Look at this volume we got coming in here. Oh, you can have .github to have like issue templates and stuff for pull request templates.
Josh says he'll contribute. What language are we doing?
I think we're gonna build with a Python backend with fast API, and then we'll probably have a front end if we're gonna do. People are wanting to do this on the web, so I'm down to put it on the web if you guys are. I think it'd be cool. If that's gonna be the case, then let me go here. Let me go to. What is this song? Are we listening to like a lullaby right now? What is this crap? We're going to sleep? Hey!
Josh says if you want me to make the front-end IDM, just give me an example of what you like.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss
Josh
some
says he'll
stylings
something
together.
and you can take a look.
We'll have to discuss some stylings and whatnot. Oh, dang it. Really? Stalker.com reroutes to this page? erwagner.com? They're not even using the domain? They're just rerouting it? Come
Josh
on.
says want me to show you some of the stuff I've made so you can tell me if you like that style? Josh says if you want, of course.
Yeah, of course. We're probably going to do some discussions about kind of styling and how we want to go about it and what kind of color scheme we want to use so people are all on the same page. And yeah, I think it will, I mean, it's going to be fun. We'll just see how it goes. Man, dude, everything is taken. Shoot. What do we do?
Abdul says, when creating a fork, do I leave copy the default branch check? Kodabum says, I can set up CI with GitHub Actions.
What should we do? Oh my gosh.
Kodabum says, Abdul, it doesn't matter, there's only one branch. Josh says, grab that.
Shoot. Oh, dang. Name is taken.
Josh says it is available.
Josh says it's available? It's not available for me. Stalker.com?
Kodabum says if you're buying domains, Cloudflare is extremely cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. Stalker.com is not available. Stalker.site, but that's $125.
Josh says .cat.
What about stalker.me? Stalker me. Oh, dude, it's all taken.
Not worry about the domain later.
Well, you gotta buy it quick before it goes away. Unless we want to change the name of the app, right? Maybe we change the name or something.
Tim says I'm sad. Duardo says normally I use Hostinger. Josh says Versal Domains is fire.
Stalker.club. Alright, whatever. We'll worry about it later, I guess. Just none of y'all go and try to snake me on a domain name. It's community based. Come on, don't snake me. Don't snake me. Maybe we'll have to change the name to something else or something, but whatever. Hey, 3 stars, 2 forks. Woohoo! Okay. Nice. Oh, I didn't link up dev.
Tim says bro about to get sniped. Nut says who's paying for it lol.
We might have to do a... If it's expensive, we might have to everybody throw in like $2 and we put together like $100 and we buy it. Alright, I just pushed up a new branch, dev branch, so make sure you guys go pull off of the repo here for the new branch. So the dev branch is the working branch that you're going to work off of, right? And then we're going to make merges into main for like, you know, when we have solid features and you know, larger steps to track, right? So if we get like a good structure project, we'll merge that into main. If we add some more features, we'll merge that into main. If we have like a working thing, we'll be in main, and then we can branch into dev and keep working in dev. And you know, and then when we have something working, good prototype, we can branch off into even a testing feature, and then merge that back into dev, merge that into main from there. You know, yada yada yada. It could be all. We could really try our best to have some good project structure here. But I think it could be really fun. If you guys have a different name than Stalker, because it's going to be just like a stock portfolio visualizer and dashboard, which will be cool, and like maybe even like a journal, stock journal, things like that, which would be cool. Like I think it'd be fun, like if you go to make up, if you say, okay, I'm in this account in my portfolio, and I want to log a buy I made. Well, I logged a buy, and then I open up a menu. It has like a reason why you bought, like a short answer, like are you bullish or bearish, like a checkbox, like what's your time frame, like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month plus, like, you know, yada. And then you can like add some notes in there to help you kind of like think through your trades a little bit better.
Josh says
and
I
kind of
have
log
a hack
them.
domain if you'd like to use.
Hack domain? What do you mean? What's a hack domain? I'm not sure what you mean. Josh, excited about the project. Is he Stalker? Oh! Yo, you're tripping. 18 racks for this domain name?
Duardo says, open stalker. Josh says like a full word. Tim says Stock Hub. I think I'm onto something here.
Ooh, I like that. Quick.
Tim says 18 racks for a mid domain is crazy.
What is stock? I got, hold on. Oh.
Josh says also make sure to shore up TLD list to check where you can get your domain for the cheapest price. Josh says search it up on Google just.
I did, dude. It takes you to GoDaddy. GoDaddy owns it. They want me to call them to get a price. What? Really? They want me to call them to get a price. What is GoDaddy doing? Should we call them on stream?
Codabum says .pw is cheap on TLD list. Codabum says like 80 cents for a year. Duardo says iStoker?
We could do stockhub.me. Stockhub.club. Stockhub.live. Stockhub.news. Stockhub.biz. .cc. Stockshub.cc. Stockhub.info. Alright, we'll just
Tim says I endorse StockHub me.
Stockhub.me. I inquired on GoDaddy for the stockhub.com. Look, if you just look up stockhub.com, you get GoDaddy. They own this thing.
Tim says Stocks Hub Co. is also available.
Stocks Hub. They have stockhub.info. Stock. We could do Port Hub. Port Hub, like portfolio. It's so close. Porthub.pro. That is so close. That's so close.
MD says, hi. MD says from the other side of Earth.
Hey, how's it going, MD? I'm MD too. How's it going?
Tim says NVM I endorse Porthub. MD says Porthub.
Porthub? Porthub. No, Porthub is too close.
Porthub. MD
It's
says
way
very,
too
very
close.
cool name.
It's so close.
Duardo says Lameo.
No way.
Tim says
That's
Stock
weird.
Hub is 25 racks on Godaddy.
No way. 25 G's?
MD says yay too. MD's very cool.
25 racks. So what happens, let me ask.
Tim says, close to what can you elaborate?
Okay, so if we change this repo name later on, then
Tim says you have to call them because you need a lawyer to buy it. Prob. Duardo says my vote now is Portha.
Well, I'm triggered I gave him my email then, because now they're going to be hitting me up like non-stop. Ugh. Trying to buy it. Trying to sell it, I mean, to me. Dang it.
Says what license are you gonna use?
I'm not sure. I don't really know too much about the license. I might just make my own, right? It's just like a community-based project for fun, right? I don't need something too technical. Okay, how many do we have? Any
dumb
more
question,
stars?
but how can I sync the branches on my fork?
I don't know. I would ask ChatGPT.
says, do you use feed, fix, chore, and commit messages?
Feed, fix, chore, and commit. I mean, yeah, I do fix first. Yeah, I guess. Okay. So let's go here. Okay, what else should I get started with here? Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Take this. We'll go to the Discord. Why is this like lagging?
Kodabum says, MIT is permissive and gives everyone permission to do anything with the code. MD says I don't judge you since you say that's still learning, but it would be better to always have clear messages and changelog. Tim says probably just buy Stocks Hub. I had a moment of clarity. Kodabum says no license equals copyright in law, you have to be specific.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say I'll just post it here for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and what do I want to do? How should I do this? Let's say assignments. I don't know what to do. This is hard, man. Project management's hard. Lots to do, lots to do. Okay, so let's just go ahead.
Abdul says okay, so to sync branches to my fork, I went to my local repo.
Yeah, you go to your local repo and then you use that like git add origin main with the link or whatever, and yeah, something like that. Okay, let's say.
MD says, is it lots to do and not know where to start?
Well, I'm coming at this from a different perspective. If I was just building this alone, we'd already be deep into building classes and stuff.
Upstream MD original repo.
Yeah.
Abdul says git fetch upstream.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and how should we do this? I really don't even know where to start, like, in terms of project management, right? Because I could just start writing this stuff on my own, but I don't want to like leave you guys in the dust. Like, I want to have you guys build this with me and us collaborate together. So I'm trying to think of like the best way to potentially like assign out tasks or assignments or whatnot.
MD says no Obsidian or Notion or a fine?
How should I do it? How should I do it?
Kodabum says open issues. Josh says linear.
Well, what I
Josh
might
says
do...
get linear. Kodabum says in GitHub.
What I might do is I might make this actually be in the community. I might make the registration, and then I might make this
Josh
form
says look
private.
Up linear. Abdul says Trello board. Josh says it is perfect for what you need it for. MD says the best way to start is to have an SRS, software requirements document.
Software requirements document. Let's look that up. Software requirements document.
Tim says you can break it up into teams after the sign up.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to move this
Kodabum
message.
says issues is the best, then you can reference issues with when fixing bugs.
I'm going to move this into here. Right, and then I'm going to delete this post. And I'm going to make this...
Josh says linear is basically a GUI and application for GitHub issues and PRs.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the, so now that I can, so I can have better control over who is participating in the project. It's open for everybody, but you just have to register to get access. So if you register, I will go ahead and add you via that Discord username portion in the form. I'll add you to this channel, and you can get access to the information here. And then, so that way we can just keep it not so overarching, but just so kind of a little bit more neat, like within our group itself, right? So we can know who's all involved. We can have calls with just the people that are registered, all that kind of jazz. So everyone can view the channel. I want to make it private. Okay, so if it's private, no one, only select people can view it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so then let's go to my open registration and let's see who's registered so far.
MD says, did you graduate?
Yeah, I have a degree. I graduated in 2021. I have a degree in human biology and a minor in
Kodabum
chemistry.
says, I got linear, it's dope.
Okay, so let's go ahead and add in here. We want to add in code. I think it's this here, code BAM. I think that's the right one. I'm streaming, so I think that's you. We want to add in Dr. Manhattan, Mahan, Tim Dunk, Granzier, Shax.
MD says biochemistry, amino acids and stuff like that.
And alright, those are people that are registered so far.
Kodabum says that's me, IDK, why it does that. MD says so you make drugs.
Yeah, I've made a couple of things of drugs here at my work. Actually having to go through the whole DEA clearance thing right now. I just did like the background check. I had to refresh all that stuff. All right, so I made the channel private for the...
MD says, could you add me to Discord?
Yeah, it's in the link in the description. It's completely free. The summer, I'll say, I need to go here, I need to copy the link to this message. Shoot. Nope. Oh, come on. Paste that there.
MD says, then wait for me, I'll join you guys.
Okay. So then this is going to be... I'm going to then go here and pin this message. Okay. So then I'll say, FYI, the summer 2025 Stalker forum is private. You must register.
MD says, you from Texas?
This is just for I'm from Oregon. I graduated from Utah State University and I live in California now. Okay, so you have to register, right? Let me see if anybody else is registered. Alright, so if you want to be involved, make sure you guys go ahead and register using the Google form in the Wackathon community here. And then I'll add you to the actual chat here where you can go ahead and, do a bunch of cool stuff here. I just had to remove that one.
MD says, Salt Lake City.
Not Utah, not University of Utah, Utah State. So that was up in Logan Canyon, northern Utah. Cool. So now we have a little bit more control over who's in the project here, just visually. So feel free, you guys, to, I'm going to go ahead and just add a contributing here. I'll say founder / project manager. I'll say I'll just do this actually. Michael Deming, founder / project manager, and then I'll date this entry as okay. I'll just date this. So, okay, if you guys want to go ahead and add yourself to the contributing after I push this forward. Let's see, I'll look like this. Whack-a-thon 2025 community. Summer 2025 Stalker Make sure you guys are on dev too. Alright, I just pushed it up. Go ahead and sync it up and add your name to the contributing file here and push it up. And yeah, you should be good on dev. So then let me go to GitHub though. I think I might need to make the pull requests. You have to So let's say I need to go to the settings here of the project. Default branch is main. Allow merge commits. So this is, when merging pull requests, you can allow any combination of merge commit, squashing, or rebasing. At least one option must be enabled. You have linear history requirements.
Codabum says, should we all do one? Codabum says, and use markdown.
Oh no, just do chronologically. Just add the next name.
Codabum says markdown will number it.
Allow rebasing. So how do I set rules? Set. Collaborators.
Naman says, wow Michael, I've been busy for a while with school and finals, but you last time I saw you a few months ago you had like 500 subs. Now you've almost 2.5k. Naman says, keep up the good work dude. Abdul
yeah,
says,
it's going good.
Markdown yo, you can just use in front of the line and it will number it.
So how do I... Okay, template, issues, add all commits from the head branch to the rebasing. Always suggest updating pull over. You can allow setting pull over. After
Codabum says don't add collaborators, just approve PRs.
I was trying to... I think it should be automatically set though, right? If they're not a collaborator, they can't merge stuff in, so...
Codabum says also I submit a PR.
Oh, here we go. Alright, cool, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's 6:21 for you. Eastern.
Codabum says that's correct.
Okay. Looks good. Wants to commit into Michael Deming dev from CodeBam dev. Got you. So now if I say, I'll go here, click this, Oops, sorry, didn't mean to blast your profile. Sorry, dude. You're a good-looking guy, though. Good-looking dude. Okay, so then I just review changes, approve. Thanks, Sean, for joining the project.
Kadabum says Lameo.
All right, and then
Kadabum says now you go to Convo. Kadabum says oh you can. Kadabum says but that doesn't merge.
Okay, so I go pull requests. I open it up. Sorry, I'm pretty bad at this. I'm still trying to learn it. Okay, so no conflicts with brace, no restriction point, add a comment. So I add a comment.
MD says I joined the Discord.
Awesome, dude.
MD says call me Moed. Kadabum says big green button.
So we just hit here. All commits in this range will be added. So, but do I put a comment? Oh no, so... Oh, okay, I think I get it. So you submitted this pull request, right? I can apply a comment, I can accept it, merge it, and then I can comment and close the pull request. But I can't apply a comment on the merge, or is this the same? Is this all tied? Whatever, we'll try it. Okay, so now it opens up a comment. Commit messaged. Extended. Oh, okay, so this is how you do it. You say the file you changed.
Kadabum says yeah, that's right.
The file you changed with a descriptor, and then like a kind of a key kind of thing that you did. Okay, like the action and then description. Okay. So maybe we should make it like a universal, so maybe we should make like a .github file, like, right, and put some structure, like some templates in there. So for commit messages, you do the file that you committed, you're changing on, the type of action, right, and then like a small description to keep it universal, or does it really matter, or what do you guys think? Should we could be as professional and as organized as we want. I'm willing to be super anal or just relax as you guys are wanting to be. So it's really up to us. This is kind of fun. I'm having fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm the merge here. Okay, and then I'll say thanks, Sean. Welcome.
Kadabum says sounds good to me.
Welcome to the project. Okay, so when you merge, it automatically closes. Hey, thanks, Sean. Woo! First pull request. All right, if you guys are not subbed along to the stream by yet, or like the stream so far, like the stream. We got a community project that we're opening up. We're starting to build live together here over the course of these next few weeks. I think we can probably build, at least get like a good proof of concept going, and I'd say maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. I think probably even sooner than that, we could definitely get some working features going. But I do need to kind of figure out a little bit, and I want to know your guys' opinion, is what's a kind of a good way that we can organize assigning out or dividing out tasks or assignments, right? I don't want people to, like, if people want to work on the front end, maybe we could have those two, like a couple of people linked together into like a subgroup almost to come up with some ideas or schemes. Like I could be like a group leader for these kind of subgroups, like a back end and a front end subgroup, where we could break it apart like that, or people could just individually just volunteer for certain features or tasks that they would like to complete.
Kanban.
Kanban? They have Kanban in
And
chemistry.
It says issue submitted.
Issue submitted? Uh-oh. Here we go. First issue. Help guide. Alright, we're getting roasted already. Uh-oh. What have I got myself into, boys? This might be a lot of work. It's gonna be a full-time job. Alright, this is fun though. We're like we're the next Linux over here. Oh, cringe. Call me Linus over here, man. We're building Linux. Building GitHub. Oh, that's funny.
Enda says this is cool.
Okay. Help guide the project by listing out rough goals in the project's README. Then make use of the projects to group issues and pull requests that way. They convey the state project development. Okay. Nice. Fun.
Enda says just trying to help.
No, I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Enda says it's the projects tab.
Oh. Built like a spreadsheet, project table gives you a live canvas to filter, sort, and group issues, and build requests. Tailor them to your needs with custom fields and saved views. Ooh, we got another PR. Okay, so new project. Oh! Man, GitHub is pretty cool. There's a lot more okay, so you can create a project within this directory and then have people kind of sign up for it. Oh, this is sick! Man, GitHub is cool. It's just really daunting because there's so many features at first. Okay, let's see here. Hey, we got another update here.
MHM.
Nice.
It says, projects will let you set milestones.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this submitted here.
Kodabum says yes, also you can link to issues in projects, or PRS, etc.
Hey mate.
He says I just added myself.
Look at us! This is awesome. Okay, so now that closed that. So now, if I want to if I want to see these into my contributing here, if I go git pull.
MD says cool.
Oh! Let's go. Okay, so wait, that only pulled Sean's. Why did we not pull the new latest commit here? Try one more time. Thanks, dude. So why am I not seeing his commit? Is there some delay to it?
Kodabum says, I think it merged into main.
Ah.
Kodabum says not dead.
Okay, I didn't catch
Trevor
that.
says lol.
My first
Enda
project
says
manager
when he
blunder.
encounters his first merge conflict, he will go from LVL0 to LVL1.
My first blunder here. Okay, make sure we're if you guys are going to do changes, make sure you're doing changes on the dev branch. That way that we can merge into main to make sure that main is our working branch for things that work and are solidified and tested. So we'll go get status here. I'm just going to merge this back into dev because it's okay.
Codibum says it's right under the title. Codibum says it says merged into main from patch 1. ApuTT says hey, how's it going?
Okay, so this is a merge conflict, right?
Enda says add branch protection.
So how do I...
Enda says he's going to learn so much lol. Codibum says good idea, Enda point.
Current change. This is my current change, and this is my incoming change. So I can accept the incoming change. Okay, so I have a conflict, and I need to decide which fork I want to resolve here. So I want to keep my incoming change, so I'll resolve that there. Now if I go... I'm on dev. Okay, now I go git. Do I have to add here?
ApuTT says sometimes it's not that straightforward, because you might want to keep a little of both.
Yeah. I'll say contrib.
Codibum says git add.
Merge main. Merge main
ApuTT
result
says,
conflict.
I just use an which does add plus message.
Sorry, what? I just used .am, which does add plus message. That's a good idea. I need to use those shortcuts. I get
ApuTT
am.
says git commit and whatever message. ApuTT says combines the two commands.
Okay, so now you guys can pull from dev and make sure you guys pull from dev. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a branch protection on main, right? So branches, add a branch rule set. Rule set name, main, projection, main protection, enforcement status, active. Add a target, include default branch. Require signed commits. No, it wasn't. Require a pull request before merging, right? Holy cow, what was
says
that?
no.
What was that? Not require pull request.
Codibum says sign commits as GPG signing commits.
So we just want to do require pull request, right? You have to get one approval. Let's say you have to get two people's approval, or let's say we'll say 5 required approvals.
Codibum says sorry delay.
Also, I'll just say 1 for now, and then what I'll do is when we get the project more established and some people has kind of identified themselves as some people that are pretty passionate about the project, we'll add them as contributors to the actual main repo here on GitHub within my account, and then they will be approvers for final pull requests into main. Like they can be like, so if you guys are like really wanting, I think this would be really fun. We can take this as far as we want to, as serious as we want to. I just think that it's really a cool opportunity that we have here to be able to get really smart people together to actually build something kind of cool and for fun. And we can just have this be our first go about it, and then we can build another project after it and just have like kind of a cool little project team that we build stuff together, and who knows what could come from it. You never know what could come from something like this. And so if you identify yourselves as a kind of a passion person in this project, you will add you as a contributor directly into the repo, and then you could be a required person.
Are you using Python for this? Do we need a certain amount of experience to join?
No, I think it's just for anybody that wants to come and participate and, just feel comfortable, whatever, writing whatever you're comfortable writing. Obviously, don't try to break anything, but, I think it can be as simple as just, writing a simple for loop and being a contributor that way, or adding a whole feature on your own, whatever could help. Okay, so we'll just leave it at 1 for now, and so we'll create this rule. Okay. Okay, cool. We got a new PR added contributing here. Nice. Files changed. On to dev. Perfect. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Welcome, Granzer. I appreciate you for joining here. Granzer. Let's merge this in.
Abdul says, added my pull request. Test out your rule and see what's up.
Welcome. All right. Merging is blocked, requiring 1 approval with write access.
I added my pull request as well.
So it works. Our rule set works here. Nice, Abdul. Cool, we got that figured out. So you might want to, should I deny it here? Due to failing merger functions, yeah. So then how do I as a writer approve this project? If I wanted to, right? View command line instructions.
Codibum says so to merge that one, you gotta pull his branch.
I would pull his branch. Okay, that's what I was about to say. So I pull his branch. Right, I check out his branch and I pull, and then I merge.
Codibum says
push.
Git remote at the username. Codibum says in the URL.
Gotcha. Okay.
MD says there's a cool 15 minutes crash course by ByteMonk on Git. Naman says yeah, that was my pull request.
Okay, let's go ahead
MD
and close
says
this
you could
one
look
then.
at it would be super helpful.
Okay, so let's close this then. Let's say rule successful. Thanks for the test. Go ahead and PR into dev. Thanks. We're a real project manager here. Do we need to have sprints? Should we get some story points on this? You guys having flashbacks? Who has to work with story points and stuff? My company doesn't do story points or sprints or anything like that. We don't biotech. We don't do that yet at the moment. They're probably gonna implement stuff like that. Okay, so let's create a project here. Welcome to projects. Built like a spreadsheet, projects gives you a live canvas to filter, store, and group issues, pull requests, tailor them to your needs and custom fields, and save reviews. Okay. Team planning. Oh, so there's, oh, interesting. Manage your team's work items, plan upcoming cycles, understand team's capacity. Oh, wow. Feature release. Manage your team's prioritize work items when planning for a feature release. Visualize the status of your project and limit work in progress. Bug tracker, track bugs.
MD says, welcome to the hell of software engineering.
Hey, MD, I like it. I love it. I love it. No, it's interesting. I had, for those that are didn't hear me earlier, weren't here earlier, I had a, so we put together my resume for, you know, putting all my projects on there, for, you know, getting it all together. We put together an updated resume this week on like Monday or Tuesday, and we started putting out applications. And I actually did get a bite for a software engineer chemistry position in my area. And so I had the screening today with the recruiter, and it went really well. And so I will be doing a take-home coding assignment next. It works on my machine. Works on my machine. Okay, so let's do, I think we want to probably do the Kanban, right?
MD says the rabbit hole of GitHub.
Project name, Michael Deming's Untitled Project. So we'll save this. This is...
Abdul says, Romeo, it worked on my machine. 4 commits behind. GP says, congrats.
Ooh, whoops. I'm a little nervous though for the take home, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous.
MD says, good for you, bud. You look happy.
Yeah, we've been programming every day for the past year trying to get to this moment, so it's really nice that we're kind of getting there. Yeah, it's cool that we're finally kind of making these building these bridges here and getting some movement to reach our goals.
Says, you got this, dude.
Hopefully the coding assignment is not too hard. He said I should only maximum take like 2 hours to do, so we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead, and I was on here, Kanban and assignments. So let's create this project. Oh, hold on.
MD says all that hard works will pay off.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go here. Let's edit this. Let's say
Kadabam says to use it you assign issues. Kadabam says, I think.
Add item. Oh, these are all my projects. Huh.
MD says, what's your fav lo-fi playlist?
I don't know. I just play the non-copyright stuff, whatever I can find, really. Okay, I'm not really sure how to use this.
Kadabam says so you would just type number 1 or whatever to assign issue 1.
But this is like within projects. This is like within my profile. This isn't within the repository. I thought it would be tied to the repository. Like in here. Oh, it is. Okay. So then can I make this not private then? Settings. Manage access. Public. Okay. Now we save here. Okay. So now we have this, which should be public now.
Naman says alright, I created my pull request for the dev branch now, Michael.
Okay, I will check it out. Okay. So this is item hasn't been started yet. This is ready to be picked up. So I can create a new item. Okay, so let's put that's Docker. Items. Create a new issue. Huh. Going to hackathon stalker projects here. So is this associated with my project here, or is this like an overarching? I'm confused. Team planning. Okay, so team planning.
Kadabam says it's associated but your account owns it, I think.
Huh, so let's go. Can you explain GitHub projects to me?
Naman says yeah, it's only associated with your account. Naman says Kadabam is right.
Projects. GitHub Project is a built-in project management tool, kind of like Trello or Notion boards, but it's tightly integrated with your code base. It's designed for collaboration, so gives everyone access to the repo can view it, depending on the permissions you contribute to it. What is the GitHub project? It's a visual way to track tasks, ideas, and progress using boards, tables, and roadmaps. Each project is made of issues, pull requests, and notes. Public repos. Anyone can see your project board. Okay, so we'll go. Create a project, go to GitHub log and personal account, click on the project's issues, report new project table. Easiest survey. Okay. Add a description optional. Add fields, column in disguise. GitHub Projects beta uses custom fields instead of fixed columns. Click add item to get started or use the shortcut. Okay. Create new issue for why is it only those ones are available? Why is it blank issue? Okay. So I'll say write license MIT to soccer and so use MIT license actions code is not free to change outside of the code is not free to change / copy outside of the Wackathon Summer Page project. It's free. Okay. Documentation. this is number 8. Right.
Codabum says if you don't want it to be permissive, you can just apply a copyright in the license file.
Okay, so that we have that project out and about. So can you guys see this?
Codabum says, MIT would allow changes anytime, but would allow you to make it closed source after the project is over.
Well then maybe whoever does the licensing, I want it to be, we'll just make a custom license then and just say like,
Naman says I don't see it.
You don't see it? Oh, it's private. So let me go. Let me go here.
Naman says it's private.
Yeah, settings. Public. Okay. Project management for the Whackathon Summer 2025 Soccer Project Tracking and Management. Okay, so we have that issue created.
Bimisila says how can you use GitHub so wheel? Naman says I see it now.
Nice. Okay, let's go do that pull request.
Inspiration doesn't come from sitting on a beach somewhere and trying to write a song. I mean, inspiration or songs at least come from moments of inspiration that can arise out of just about any situation you could ever find yourself in, from the most mundane to the most magical sort of situation.
Looks good, man. Welcome in. Okay. Awesome. So we have this project. Okay, so let's go. What other issues do we want to open up? Let's create. I might just I might just leave it there for now, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll get another session in. So we've been doing this for 2.5 hours tonight. It's a lot of project structure set up here. What do you guys think? Should we come back tomorrow and get a project working session in and start doing some coding? But I've been finally not procrastinating and got the Whackathon set up and started here. So per you guys' request, I had a lot of requests to get this going and up and running because you guys were really excited about it. And so we are finally up and going here. We've got the GitHub set up. We've got the project set up. So make sure you guys will link up to the open repo and pull from dev and do merges and changes on dev branch.
Codabum says sure this was fun.
Nice. All right, so tomorrow, I think the plan for tomorrow, you guys, is I'm going to create some issues to open up for actually getting some of the back end structure going. So what I'm going to do is how I like to.
Awesome start to the project. Naman says yes, let's work tomorrow. LOL, gotta make sure.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so I'm even down to like jump in a Discord call tomorrow and get some project, chats about and see what we want to talk about and get going here. We can really get something going here.
What are we using for backend? Python?
Python, you know it. Python, that's what we use on this channel.
MD says sorry, I was in the Oval Office. MD says the real one.
Nice. So I will be
MD says what happened? You added people to project?
Yes, so people are into the project now, so let's go. There we go. Look at that. All right, we got people in here. All right, so tomorrow, so how I like to structure my projects, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, is I really like to start off with an object-oriented approach and define classes, and that kind of gets some overarching definition to kind of like the data structures of how I'm going to be kind of structuring like user input.
Says, can we use poetry for managing packages?
I don't know what poetry is. I was gonna just honestly use pip and what was easiest in npm.
We're cooking.
Like within the backend file or the backend directory and the front end directory, I was going to just use pip and npm or npx or whatever if we use React and Python. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to use React and Tailwind and Python, Fast API.
Pip it up.
We'll probably use Vercel to host and maybe do Redis for the database, or something like that. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting. So
MD says, yeah, let's have pain with Python indentation tomorrow.
we'll have to make sure we're all like using like black or something if we're gonna use Python, right? So we'll have to figure it out. I've never collaborated like this before, so it should be fun. It's gonna be a learning experience, so please bear with me as we really try to learn and do our best through this.
Going to be doing essentially, MD says, or maybe Kodovan would come with some good idea regarding that, since I'm not really an everyday Python developer.
Yeah, so Naman, we're just gonna be the user is going to be able. So let me just quickly.
Poetry is meant for managing package updates.
Okay, before we
Says on large projects.
So this is what the project will kind of look like. I will go ahead and work on the README for that one issue that someone opened up. I mean, yeah, we can look into it, CodeBam. Let's totally look into it. I mean, let's just learn, and the more we learn, the more valuable of a candidate we'll be, right? So let's not be scared of learning new things and incorporating stuff into the project. This is what it's for. So, but this is going to be a learning experience, you guys. I'm not perfect in this. I've never done something like this before. I've only coded individual projects and taken those as far as I could. So please just bear with me. I'm trying my best, and I wanted to try to bring together people of talent on this channel. I like what really stemmed from this.
I will never forget that.
Yeah, what really stems from this idea is that I was browsing the CS Majors subreddit, and a lot of people on there were just kind of complaining about like lack of opportunities for them, and so I kind of took a spin on that and was like, well, if people are having feeling like they can't get a job and they have lack of opportunities and they can't, make things that are enticing to get those opportunities, why don't we take cut out the middleman and just, do something ourselves? Like, why don't we just, put our brains together and our abilities here and, try to do something rather than just complaining on the internet. So, and actually doing some code. So, that's what we're doing here. So I appreciate you guys, bearing with me as we kind of learn project management and structure here. I'm gonna just, we're learning on the fly basically. So tomorrow, what we're gonna be doing tomorrow is kind of getting some object-oriented approach for the back end. I'll probably mainly be working on the back end tomorrow, for just getting kind of structure going. So how I like to do it is I like to work with classes in Python for my projects. And so what I think is what we'll have is an overarching class, right? So these will be the objects, like classes, right? And so in a hierarchical structure, they're not going to be nested classes or anything, right? We're not going to have any nested classes or anything, but these classes will interact with one another, I think, in the ways that you're going to have an overall portfolio, right? Right? And this is going to house like all the information regarding like your total net value, your profit loss, all these types of overarching kind of statistics will be tracked and kept with under this portfolio. Then A portfolio has accounts, right? And so within the portfolio, you can create accounts within it. And so the accounts, let's say I have an account with Robinhood, I have an account with Fidelity, and I have an account with Schwab. Like so I can create, accounts and associated under my overarching portfolio. And so and then within the portfolio, within the accounts, right, you can create positions, right? And these are where you're going to be logging like your buys and sells. Yeah, so we're going to be using a database, probably either like Redis or SQLite, or maybe even go big and go Postgres. I've never done it that big. I've only used SQLite before. Um, and so especially if we're going to be hosting like on the web, we might need like an actual database like Redis or something to be doing that. Um, and whatnot. Because my original plan was just to have this be a Python kind of local thing, but some people showed some interest and wanted to put this on the web. So that could be cool too. Now I also we brought that up as well. Is like, do I want to have an API to be down getting all this data for us, like via like Stripe sign-ins and whatnot? I was like, I could do that, but I don't really think so. I want it to be more manual on purpose because I feel that with my own experiences in stocks and managing a portfolio, the more manual it is, the more in control I feel about the decisions I'm making, the more level-headed I am about the decisions I'm making. So if your trades are automatically being populated from API calls, then nothing is really stopping you from just making like an absurd amount of trades in a day. But if I were to have like manually, if you make like 10 trades, well, then psychologically or down, in your mind that you're going to have to go log those into your trade journal. So you might be less inclined to make, more trades, or if you're going to have to manually log those in. And plus, the manual aspect will help you reflect on why you actually made those trades in the first place. Because when you log the trades, you'll have certain like statistics that'll be kind of met through like a menu, like are you bullish or bearish, what is your kind of reasoning behind this, what's your overall time frame, what do you have a price target in mind, like. And so you can kind of just have these kind of journaling of this various these various plays you make. So yeah. But can we use an ORM? What is an ORM? I'm not sure what that is. I am not sure what that is, unfortunately. My friend. So yeah, so you'll have a portfolio class. You'll have accounts within that portfolio, and then within these accounts, you'll have positions. So I have an account with Robinhood. Let's say I have like a Roth IRA account with Robinhood, and I own like 10 shares of the S&P 500 at a price of $500 per share. So you could calculate out 10 shares times 500 average cost gives you a total position, cost, or you know and then you could calculate the net value by offsetting the price, the number of shares, against the current share price, and then calculate the difference between your cost versus the share price at your total gross, and then that's your current profit loss, right? So it could really be quite simple. Okay, that seems very logical. Kind of stock journal that lets you visually see all the trades and reflect on it. Yeah, exactly. Across any different, like, across, having being flexible so you can add positions or accounts across any different platform, really, just manually doing so. It's an API for interacting with databases. Usually provides migration support. Yeah, let's go ahead and chat about it in the Discord more. I'll have to look into it. I've never used it before. So if you want to modify the structure later, you can just apply a migration. Oh, interesting. So like if you're saying that's something that I kind of ran in with SQLite that I had some struggles with, is that if I ever wanted to like, modify my like table headings or like my table itself, I kind of had to like wipe the data and start it afresh. So is that what you mean? Like you're able to kind of merge databases together by adding in additional, like, let's say columns or rows or whatnot? All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna peace out for tonight. It was a really good stream, 2 hours and 45 minutes, where we were able to get. We didn't obviously get too far with actually the files here, but we just got the project set up here within our local space, and then or our remote space, or local space, sorry, and then on the remote with having the GitHub synced up, we were able to get a project going here for this Wackathon Stalker project. So make sure you guys go ahead and star and fork off the project if you're wanting to be a contributor. If you're wanting to also contribute, please go ahead and fill out a response for the Google form that I put in the Discord, link down below in the description. You can get access to and fill out and register for this Wackathon project. So if you guys want to get access to the summer 2025 Stalker forum here, where we're going to have discussion, bug fixes, and whatnot, I will add you to this so we can discuss things and whatnot, and then I can add you to the project and whatnot. So you can. All right, I'm going to see you now. Have a good night, Michael, in chat. See you, Naman. Thanks so much for coming in. I'll see you tomorrow. You can add a file that is meant for everyone upgrading their databases between version that migrates the data using SQL commands. Gotcha. Yeah, that might be useful then, especially if we're going to be doing stuff across multiple people. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to the stream and to the channel. It's awesome hanging out with you guys and learning and doing more actual project management kind of stuff, really starting to work with Git more intensely, more closely as we build these projects together, rather than just doing a project on my own and having you guys watch. We're going to be doing pull requests, accepting building code as well, and doing this all as a group, which is really cool, and hopefully we can build something really cool as a team. So if you guys are interested, again, register here. We have 10 people registered so far. I'll go ahead and add the remaining people to the Discord private channel for this project. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys, have a great night.